Hello everyone, this is Rajiv Kohli and welcome back to our channel The Teacher. And as I had promised in my previous tutorial that I will teach you that how you can set up your own development environment to create Office add-ins. So let's get started, and first of all I will download the Node.js, and for that I will open the Edge browser and here I will type download node.js. And you can get the download button on the top, or you can also visit the Node.js website, and here you can install the particular version which is required for your operating system. Like you can also install it for Windows, Mac and Linux. So I will go with this Windows Installer.msi version 64-bit edition, and you can check your Windows edition by right clicking on the start menu and then click on the system, and here you can find that which operating system you are using, 64-bit or 32-bit. So I will download this one, 64-bit, and will open the executable file, run the installation. So you only need to set up the Node.js, Yeoman Generator, and you can also install Visual Studio Code to edit the coding files. So I will install Node.js with the default settings inside the program file Node.js folder, and make sure add to path is enabled. If it is not, then you must install the entire feature of this option here, add to path, so you can use Node.js within from any folder or subfolder. Click next and install with the default selections, and it will take 1 to 2 minutes to get installed. And after that we will install the Yeoman Generator, and you can also install Visual Studio Code if you like, or you can use Notepad to edit your code files. So once it get installed, you click the finish button, and now you need to open the command prompt to continue the installation, and for that I will press start plus R key and type cmd and then press Ctrl Shift plus enter key to open the command prompt in administrator mode. And here in the administrator mode you can first type node -v to see if it has been installed properly and which version is installed. And along with node you also need to check the node package manager by typing the same command npm-v. As now both node and npm package manager is installed properly, now we need to install the Yeoman Generator, and for that you can type npm install -g and then type yo, hit the enter key. It will take 1 to 2 minutes to get installed depending on your computer and internet speed. This command is installing Yeoman Generator, and after that you also have to install the Office Add-ins dependency, and we will run another command for that after this Yeoman Generator is get installed. As the Yeoman Generator is installed now I will install the Office Generator by typing npm space install space -g and then generator dash office. Now as we have installed everything, now we will create our first Office add-in, and for that I will move to another drive, that is D drive on my hard disk drive, and here I will create my new Office add-in by typing yo space office command, and this command will only be available after you have successfully installed the Node.js, NPM package manager and the Yeoman Generator. After that you can run this command yo office, and here it is asking you the type of the add-in that you wish to create using Yeoman Generator, and for that I will go with the first choice. We will talk about these further choices later in our next videos. For the now we will go with the first Office Add-in Task Pane project. I will hit the enter key here, and it is asking me either I want to use TypeScript or JavaScript. For this first project I will go with the JavaScript, and here it is asking me for the name, so I will type yo-animator, enter, and it is asking that for which application you want to develop the add-in. I will choose PowerPoint, and here you have Excel, OneNote, Outlook, PowerPoint project and Word as well. So I will choose PowerPoint and press the enter key, and now it will start creating all the dependency files which are required to set up and run the add-in. So our Yeoman Generator installation is complete. Now I will type CLS to clear the screen, and now if you type dir, then you can see the contents of your D drive, and at the bottom you can see a new folder called yo-animator. So I will move inside this folder by typing cd space folder name yo-animator, press the enter key, and if you now type dir and hit the enter key, then you can see all the files which Yeoman Generator has created for you to run and test your add-in inside the PowerPoint. And how to run this project, and for that you will type npm space start and hit the enter key, and that will start the development server of Node.js. You can see here. So this window basically is the development server running in the background, and after it has loaded properly, you will see that PowerPoint will open automatically, and in the right side you can see your own new task pane and a button show task pane in the home tab, and this task pane on the right side. So it is loading currently now, and here we have our first PowerPoint add-in built by Nodejs and Yeoman Generator. Now here is the example. If I, let's say, click the run button, then you can see it has inserted a text box with hello world text. So this is how you can move your first step for the Office Add-in development. So we will continue to run this development server and PowerPoint, and now I will move to the same folder from the file explorer where we have created our yo-animator add-in. So I will move inside this folder, and here you can see all the files. So you can either edit these codes inside the notepad, or you can download Visual Studio tools as well, Visual Studio Code, and here I will download and install Visual Studio Code so I can easily manage my codes and files inside it. So I will open and run this setup for Visual Studio Code, and after that I will show you that how you can open your entire Office Add-in folder inside Visual Studio Code so you can easily edit the coding files as required. So let it install the Visual Studio tools first. So once the installation is complete, you can launch Visual Studio Code, and inside the Visual Studio Code you can ask to open the folder where you have created your first Office Add-in, and I will click File, Open Folder, and I will give the path of the folder where I have created the first Office Add-in. So I selected the yo-animator folder from the D drive, and as soon as I click Select Folder button, you can see all the folder and subfolders and their related files in the Explorer window. So let me tell you that manifest XML is the most important file of your add-in, and I am running this Visual Studio Code for the first time and opening my add-in inside it for the first time. So it is asking me if I am trusting this author who is developing this add-in. So I will say yes, I trust this author, and you can see this is the main manifest file of your Office add-in. Specifically for the task pane configuration has been written here, and you can see all the codes here. And I also would like to go to the source subfolder, and here inside it we have another folder called task pane, and here you can find three important related files to your add-in task pane, and that is task pane css, task pane html, and task pane js. So let's move to task pane js, and here I will change this text from hello world to yo-animator sample text. Save the changes by pressing Ctrl S. Now move to task pane HTML, and here I would like to change this line here. Click the run button to see the magic. Ctrl S, and you can see the live changes right inside your task pane. Click the run button to see the magic, and now as I will click the run button, it will insert yo-animate sample text. So this was just an introduction that how you can set up your own development environment using Node.js, Yeoman Generator, and Visual Studio Code, and how you can start your first project of creating Office add-ins. I am specifically creating the first add-in for Microsoft PowerPoint, and I hope you will like this tutorial. In our next tutorial, we will try to create our first add-in from the scratch by building some custom functionality. So I hope you will like this tutorial. Let me know by liking, sharing, and commenting on this video. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye and take care.